It is Wednesday. The week goes past so fast. I have no idea how that happens. But today in First Look, which is our unboxing series, we're going to be taking a look at BasketDAO's new money market index. What this is a diversified high yield savings account. We've looked at index products before. They're a way of gaining exposure to different segments of the market. We looked at the DGen index. We've looked at indexed products. We've looked at index coupe, like the DPI. There's a bunch of these on the market. Now, to a degenerate farmer, they don't look that exciting, but the whole point about an index is it's not meant to be exciting. It's meant to be safe, and particularly this one, because this is made up of stablecoins, it's designed to allow you to gain exposure to different stablecoin pools without having to do any work. So for people who like to be a little bit more passive about their investments, it makes a lot of sense. But there's one particular target group for this product that I think should be of particular interest, and we'll find out who that is after this message from our sponsors.
Don't let high gas costs keep you out of Ethereum. A balancer, the gas-optimized vault architecture, makes trading cheaper than anywhere else. Liquidity providers can optimize their fee earnings using their dynamic fee system that automatically adjusts to market conditions. You can also use asset managers to lend out idle assets, dramatically increasing your capital efficiency. And because Balancer is an open platform for flexible, automated markets, you can choose from stable pools or weighted pools, and in the future, more designs will be created that we don't even know about yet. Check it out at balancer.fi. With the fast-paced nature of the crypto industry, more and more wealth-building platforms are entering the market, so it's only natural to be confused about who to trust and where to hold your assets. That's why we're introducing Nexo, the world's leading digital assets institution. Being one of the safest options out there, Nexo fully protects and insures your assets for up to $375 million. You can buy crypto directly on the web platform or mobile app and start earning up to 12% interest on your idle assets. They also allow you to borrow against your crypto from 6.9% APR, and the best thing is your credit line becomes instantly available with no credit checks. You can even buy, sell, and swap 100 or so crypto and fiat pairs with zero price fluctuations. Check it out at nexo.io. You shouldn't have to compromise your privacy to participate in DeFi. With Offshift, you won't have to. Offshift is pioneering private, decentralized finance, or PriFi, with the world's first platform for private, on-chain derivatives and financial applications. Take back control of your privacy and become a PriFi pioneer today. Learn more about what they're building and read the yellow paper at offshift.io. Coming Q1 2022.
So let's just get straight into it. The money market index was announced July 15th. Now, BasketDAO have a product already, which is the BDI, and this is it's an index of what they call blue chip DeFi products, and we can have a look at how it's doing on CoinGecko. And I mean, compared to most things, it seems to be doing okay. And so it's basically tracking a bunch of blue chip assets. We can actually go and look at what assets those are. We've got Ava, we've got Uni, we've got Maker, Comp. So yeah, the usual suspects are in there. These are the top blue chip DeFi protocols at the moment. And so you're gaining exposure to, for instance, there's 18.18% on Ava. That seems very high. How are they getting that? Interesting. So there's that's the original index product that they had, but BasketDAO have introduced this new one, the Money Market Index. So it is a basket of USD stablecoin exposure, and so you've got various different stablecoins in there, like Frax, like USD, UST, SUSD, a bunch of them. And in this particular instance, they are the Curve version of these, and that is these are Y Vault tokens from Yearn. So I think that should be fairly familiar to everyone now. There are some different benefits that come from using the index. So they say we've got monthly rebalances to chase the highest yields, low gas entry and exit. We'll have a look at that in a second. And for the first 4 weeks of launch, you're going to get Bask staking rewards. So the token is represented by I believe it is the BMI token, and you'll be able to stake that for Bask rewards. Bask is the BasketDAO token. So the methodology behind this is no more than 20% of the fund in any given vault. They want to make sure they don't make up more than 30% of deposits in any one particular vault. and they only invest in vaults with at least $5 million in TVL. So it's designed to be a safe product. Now, what I talked about earlier was, who's this for? Well, down the bottom, they say treasury incentives. BMI aims to be a safe, set and forget product for treasuries to hold diversified stables. Sounds like it's not that sexy or exciting, but this, for me, is the most important part of this product, because what I'm seeing at the moment is projects like these NFT avatars that are raising like a chunk of cash, like genuinely a chunk of cash, that they are then being kind of peer pressured into spending on land or on buybacks or burns or buying the floor, these kind of things. And that's all well and good, because when the price of ETH is going up and everything is wonderful, that's great. These projects don't have their own tokens. Unlike layer 1 protocols or other protocols that have a treasury of their own token that they can keep kind of dipping into and selling off to create liquidity, these projects, they don't have that. So treasury management is everything. And I spend a lot of time in these groups. Not once, not ever, do I hear any mention of treasury management. They talk about community wallets, but they don't talk about treasury management. And I had a chat with one recently. It was the first question I asked them, but what are you going to do when the market is bearish? How are you going to sustain yourself through a protracted downturn? It feels like a defensive move to jump into stablecoins, but it's not. It's absolutely the strongest way to ensure that your roadmap will last as long as it needs to. Now, if you, for instance, take a position in USDC, you're exposed to USDC. But if you take a position in BMI, for instance, you're gaining exposure to a bunch of different stablecoins and the various yields that come with that, and they will rebalance it for you every month. And what I find particularly interesting here is if you go in as part of their treasury program, you have a lifetime exit fee exemption, which is really fun. So there are also some other rewards like Bask tokens. I don't know how valuable that's going to be, but primarily, I think if I was to launch an NFT collectibles project right now, it would be the first question I ask myself. We have this money. Now what are we going to do to ensure that it goes as far as possible? There's nothing wrong with being, exposed to ETH upside. 100%. Great, go for it. But the reality is, altcoins will get crushed. They will get crushed in the coming years. It just is the way it is. So planning for that, knowing where you're going to go with it, and having the foresight to understand your treasury management, how to look after it, it's so important. So let's go ahead and have a look at it. Rant over. The BMI is here. We can see the makeup of the BMI and all the different curve-flavored stablecoins that are in there. There is a detailed breakdown here, which we had a look at before. So we can go into the BMI and we can see the underlying tokens: CRV LUSD, CRV FRAX, CRV DUSD, CRV UST, CRV SUSD, CRV USDN, and so on and so on and so on. The highest paying one here is the FRAX one, 20%. But of course, as we know, these percentages are all volatile, should we say, to be fair. So the APY on the BMI is 8.9128%. And honestly, that ain't bad for a product that's reasonably safe. We can look at the TVL as well, but this is across both products, BDI and BMI. And as you can see, it went up, whoa, 120 million, and it went all the way down in the face of this bear market to a low of, let's see. Oh, this is the BDI. Okay, yeah. So we don't have any stats for the BMI, but yeah, everything there looks as you would expect. And so, yeah, so that's basically the BMI product. If you want to actually get into the BMI product, we have to go through to this side of it. So there's different ways we can go in. So we can deposit USDC, we can deposit YVUSDC, YVUSDT, and YVDAY, DAI. And then you would go in and deposit. There are two different ways to do this. There's a low gas mint. So you deposit your USDC and then nothing will happen, and they'll wait to do all of the transactions in one go, which means you don't pay gas. And then you could do, I think there's a whale version. Yeah, whale mint. So you could mint a buttload in one go. And then I guess you pay what you pay, but you will pay the gas on that. And then to exit the fund, you will burn your BMI tokens here. That's relatively straightforward. And then there's two versions of that. There's the low gas and the whale burn. And then once you've got your BMI tokens, you can stake them here. Although this is only going to be around for, I think the staking is only around for the next 4 weeks. So it's probably only 3.5 weeks now. But it's just a way of kind of incentivizing early users to come in and take part. So that's really it for the BasketDAO BMI. I'm excited when I see products like this, because I think the more we can do to kind of hedge against downturns and to encourage projects to, put in place better treasury management, the better it is for everyone. So I would encourage you to take a look at this if you're in a project like this, and reach out to BasketDAO to talk to them about the treasury management side of things. So important. That's it. If you've got any suggestions for First Look, something you want us to take a look at, drop them in the comments below. Until then, you know what to do. Get subscribed. Tell your friends about it. This is the best YouTube channel in crypto, apparently, according to the comments. I don't know. If you like it, please do drop us a like, subscribe, and then hit that bell thing to get notified when the new things drop. We've got a ton of really exciting films we're putting together. It's bearish at the moment, but it won't always be like that. So stay safe out there. Peace!